Welcome to Workplace Psychology with Dr. Martha Grajdek. I'm Dr. Martha Grajdek. This podcast examines a wide variety of work-related issues through the lens of industrial and organizational psychology. And while many of the topics discussed here may be seen as intended for white-collar employees and their employers, in reality, the ideas presented here are applicable across organizations and industries. Additionally, many of the topics discussed here may be applicable outside of the workplace. I encourage you to examine what's presented here, apply what makes sense to you, and simply discard the rest. While workplace trends may change over time, today's topics of conversation include AI and automation. Those seem to be at the top of that list of what is being discussed and considered in terms of workplace trends and workplace experiences. And since most people have a general understanding of AI or artificial intelligence and automation, I won't go into the definitions for those. Instead, we'll talk about the effects and what it means to live with or work with or coexist with AI and automation at the workplace. Automation, of course, is not a new topic of conversation. That has been with us for many, many decades as different kinds of automations have been introduced into the workplace. However, AI is relatively new on the scene, especially when it comes to the magnitude in which it has started to make its presence at the workplace. So, as far as we're concerned today, AI and automation can be seen as two things that often go together as we are changing and experiencing changes in the new workplace. As is often the case with change and new things, new experiences, there may be some apprehension, maybe even some fears. So let's talk about some of the many benefits that we can expect when it comes to implementing AI and automation at the workplace. Some of the benefits that can be experienced both by the organization and by the employees individually and collectively can be things such as improved efficiency, improved cost, better, quicker, more accurate decision making, safety and scalability, improved customer experience, better remote work facilitation, job transformation as new jobs, job roles, and tasks or responsibilities are created as a result of implementing AI and automation at the workplace, and of course, continued AI learning. All of those can have tremendous benefits for the organization and for employees. However, one of the things that can get in the way of reaping those benefits is apprehension or fear of change, of automation, and specifically of AI. One of the biggest fears for many people is that automation and AI will replace humans and, as a result, take away jobs from human beings who need those jobs. This is a valid concern, valid fear, because automation in itself has to some degree done that in the past. However, when it comes to both AI and automation, what is best for everyone's experience is to see those as tools, as ways of enhancing both performance and experience in such ways that jobs are not lost, but rather enhanced and transformed, allowing people to remain productive and remain employed. When we look at some of the benefits, such as efficiency and improved safety, there's really little argument, if any, for not embracing automation and not embracing AI to facilitate some of those changes. Beyond rational concerns and fears, maybe rooted in previous experiences or in our past history, of course, there's always the apprehension of the unknown, of what will happen in the future. And this is where we really have to focus on being proactive and addressing and eliminating these fears so that AI and automation can truly be utilized to their fullest potential in ways that enhance the human experience and enhance the workplace experience for both employees and for the organization. If an organization can be better and more successful while improving the experience for their employees all the time while implementing AI and automation, then by all standards, this can be seen as a win for everyone involved. But that doesn't automatically happen, and that's where some of the fears and apprehension can come into the picture. That's why both individuals and organizations have the responsibility and, of course, the opportunity of getting ahead of the problem before it presents itself. This is about being proactive. As an employee, it's critical that you seek out to learn new skills, that you seek out ways of implementing AI and automation in a way that helps you, that enhances your work, that enhances the results of your efforts and your work experience. Implementing AI and automation should not and does not have to be the end of an employee's job. But this responsibility is not solely one of the employee, but also a great responsibility in terms of what the organization should do. The organization must be just as proactive in implementing things that will improve and enhance the work experience as well as the results of employee efforts. And while employees can take it upon themselves to seek out training and to take on learning personally when it comes to new things, AI and automation, the organization absolutely has to back them up and provide formal training that will enhance their skills and their ability to interact with AI and utilize AI and automation in such ways that are beneficial for not only the employee, but the entire organization. As AI gains presence at the workplace and incorporates more and more automation into the picture, into the experience, it is absolutely critical to have this conversation, which is why I wanted to create this particular episode for you. Hiding or avoiding AI or automation, especially as it relates to AI, is not a solution and only perpetuates fears and apprehension. Instead, we need to have an open conversation. This is an invitation, a call to action for both employers and employees to have that conversation, to get it started. How is AI and automation a part of the everyday experience for your employees as an employer and for the employees out there? What is your experience with AI and automation at work? And how can you come together, both employer and employee, to make AI your ally, to make automation that tool that enhances productivity and efficiency and use of time and effort in such a way that the organization and the employee comes out on top. If we look at history, there are so many different instances where a new invention, a new form of automation, a new tool, a new gadget has pulled us forward in terms of productivity and efficiency and improved safety. But many times it met resistance at the beginning, whatever this new thing was. So AI and automation is no different in that sense. It's important to look for ways of embracing and incorporating it as a way of benefiting all that are involved, organization and employees. Don't avoid or hide from AI and automation simply for the fear of job displacement, losing jobs, losing purpose, but rather be proactive in shifting so that you can fully embrace AI and automation, so that you can be more efficient, so that you can have a better workplace experience, so that the organization can get better results. And while all of this may seem simplistic and sound easy, it tends to be avoided by many simply because of an automatic reaction of being closed off to new things, of being fearful or apprehensive to new technologies, new opportunities in essence. So, if there's one thing that we can learn from today's episode is to figure out real ways of how to incorporate and embrace AI and automation into the workplace experience in such a way that it becomes a tool, it becomes something that enhances the results and the experience. And of course, both employee and employer have certain responsibilities to make sure that that happens. And everything starts with open and honest communication. So let's start that conversation within the organizations out there. As this episode comes to an end, let's review what was discussed. AI and automation are at the top of the list of discussions of what's happening at the workplace, the new work trends, and of course, as many benefits as we are already seeing from AI and automation, especially as we combine the two, there are some fears and apprehension. Fortunately, we've already seen that the benefits outweigh some of those fears, and that if we are proactive in addressing AI and automation at the workplace, we can turn them from something that may be feared by some to a valuable tool, to a valuable new way of doing things that will benefit both employee and employer. And it's also important to point out that while we can look at the benefits of AI and automation in terms of things such as improved safety, improved efficiency, improved output, improved learning, when we look at the benefits together collectively, the whole is truly greater than the sum of those parts, those benefits, if you will. As this week unfolds, I invite you to take a look at your own experiences, whether you're the employer or the employee, with AI and automation. How do those play into the workplace experience and the employee experience? What gains are you seeing from them, if you are even implementing them? And if you are, how else could you embrace and implement those in such a way that would make your outcomes even better? And if you're not, what's standing in the way of embracing AI and automation, of taking advantage of everything that AI and automation can do for the organization and for the employees? Let's start those conversations so that rather than fearing change and new things, we find ways of implementing them into the workplace, into the workday, in such ways that everybody benefits. For those of you who experience this podcast in an audio-only version, I encourage you to check out my YouTube channel, Stress Free with Dr. G, where you can find the video version of the podcast. Along with that, you'll find videos that focus on a comprehensive approach to stress management. So check out Stress Free with Dr. G on YouTube. The link for that is in the description below. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe to this podcast. I look forward to seeing you here again next time. Until then, I wish you joy and well-being.